All right, I'm delighted to be joined by Hall of Fame boxing promoter Frank Warren and his latest signing, former WBC World Flyweight Champion Charlie Edwards. Gents, how are we?
Very, very well. Thank you for having me on.
How you doing, Frank?
All good, Deb. Yeah, slowly working our way through this, and very delighted that Charlie's on board now with us. We're really, really happy that he's here with his brother, and it's going to make it his home now.
Well, Frank, that's exactly it. I'm going to come to you first because you've been absolutely relentless in lockdown with the new signings. I'm not sure when you sleep, if you do sleep, but just tell me, how did the signing of Charlie come about from your perspective?
You know, sleep is for dreamers. But how did Charlie come about? Well, we've been talking a while with his management company, with MTK, and they were very much aware of our interest, and his contract became available, and we fought very hard to get him on board, and eventually done a deal. So we're pleased with that, very pleased with that. And
Charlie, when the noises first sort of came out that you were a promotional free agent, I bet the phone didn't stop ringing, huh?
That's it. The phone was going mad. MTK's been on me. But I've got a good management team, MTK Global, and I've got a good advisor. And so my job was quite easy. I just sat back, let them do everything, and they come up with a great deal. And Frank was a top bidder.
There you go. You vacated your WBC flyweight title, so it's new weight, new TV channel, new promoter. I bet this all feels like a new chapter for you.
It's chapter 2, and it's good. It's put the past behind me now and move on. I'm already won a world title at 1 weight, and I'm looking forward to becoming a 2-weight world champion. And what better place coming onto BT Sport with my brother, who actually is a little bit jealous today because he ain't had a proper interview with Frank yet. So I've already wound up him. And it's good. We can fight on the same shows. It's something we've always wanted to do. And I've seen how Frank's developed Sahni from the start all the way through his career, and he's a big name on BT Sport now. And I'm looking forward to joining him on BT Sport and the big shows that have been putting out there.
Well, just talk to me quickly about your weight, Charlie, because obviously you've vacated at flyweight, you've gone up to superfly. I think you're 2 or 3 with the WBC. You're top 15 with the WBO. Is it superfly? Is it bantamweight? What are you thinking?
Well, I definitely think world level superfly. So whether there's a world shot that comes, I'm number 2 with a WBC. So that could be something in the not too distant future. But I do fancy a bit of bantamweight, and especially now with this kind of time that we're in with the lockdown, the quarantine, and then not knowing when the fight's going to be, if they're going to be behind closed doors, and if we can get foreign opponents over. I'm here, and I'll be a strong bantamweight as well. So it's like, for me, I'm keeping my options open. I can fight between the two. It would still be tough to get to a super flyweight limit, but at world level, you've got to do things and you've got to make sacrifices and go that extra 1-2% into the danger zone. So I would be willing to do that at world level. But this time, if I can get a fight behind closed doors, great. Any British superfly, any British bantamweight who wants to get it on, let's do it. I look forward to it, and they know where to call. Frank Warren's my promoter, MTK Global's my manager, and let's get it on.
And Frank, what do you see as the plan for Charlie?
Well, Charlie hit the nail on the head there about the foreign opposition and bringing them in. At the moment, we don't know where we are with this quarantine situation, with people who are coming in from abroad have to quarantine for 14 days. So it'd be very difficult to bring somebody in who has to quarantine. Bearing in mind, it's, as I say, 14 days before a fight. They won't be able to spar, etc. So that, until that situation sorts itself out, it'll have to be domestic opposition, and he's the best at, at the bantamweight division. There's plenty of fights out there for him. Probably get him out sometime late August, and once we know where we are, so we can make the match. And the name of the game is just to keep him busy, let him settle at the weight. He was obviously struggling. It's very apparent he was struggling at flyweight. And, for guys in the lighter weight division, 1 or 2 pounds can make a tremendous difference. And hopefully now moving up, he's going to be stronger. And he's done fantastic as a flyweight. He won the world title. And I'm quite sure he can become a double weight world champion, if not a treble weight world champion.
Exactly. That's what I like to hear, Frank. So I like
That's the name of the game. You've got, you've got the talent, you've got the ambition, you've got the dedication, and we're here to make sure that it happens for you. And that's what we do. We will make it happen. Unfortunately, we've got this horrible position for everybody at the moment, but we've got to make the best as we can out of bad. And the name of the game is getting you out there and getting you busy sometime in late August, as I said, in September.
Yeah, perfect.
Charlie, so even at the start of this interview, I introduced you as the former WBC World Flyweight Champion. I mean, that must be, I know you vacated, but that must be sort of getting at you a little bit. You must be like, oh, I need to be world champion again. How desperate are you to be the world champion?
Of course, 100%. It was hard to vacate the title and really admit defeat to myself. You know, as a fighter, like your pride, your ego, you don't want to give something up. But my health was on the line, and I couldn't risk like being damaged. I couldn't risk taking years and years off my career later on. So yeah, I'm hungrier than ever, especially now. This time had let me be able to reset myself, refocus myself. I've got a new, fresh start. The buzz is back. The glitz and the glamour, the big shows. I'm a big name on BT Sport. So I'm really, really hungry and want to get another world title. Hungrier than ever, in fact. I'm more stable now. I've got a missus. I've bought my own house. Like, I'm all settled up in Sheffield with my coach, Grant Smith. So everything's looking good for the future. And yeah, I can't wait. But obviously, I've got to get my position in. Super flyweight, I've already got a position in, so if that calls, then let's go. And like I said, this is a new era for me. And at a heavier weight, you'll see me punching a lot harder. The last time out at super flyweight, I knocked out Anthony Nelson within 3 rounds, and I'm going to be doing that at super flyweight and bantamweight. I'm not going to be here just to hit, move like I had to do at flyweight because all the power was zapped. I'm here to, and I'm going to be knocking people out now, and I'm looking forward to it.
Well, that's a big warning, but that's music to your ears, Frank.
Don't get no better than that, does it? That's what it's all about. That's what the fans want to see, and he will do it. I'm quite sure he'll do it, and I'm really looking forward to being involved in this and making it happen at my end.
Tell me, Frank, you've got the other half of the Croydon Klitschko's already in the promotional stable. Am I getting ahead of myself, or is there a kind of dream scenario here where they both win world titles on the same night?
Well, that'd be fantastic if we could do that, and I'd love to make that happen for them both. They're very close brothers, and you know, Sahni. You know what I think of Sahni. I love promoting him. He's been with us from day one, and I do believe he's destined to become a world champion if we can get both of them on the same card and they both fight or defend world titles on the same card. It won't get no better than that.
Is that something, Charlie, that you grew up sort of talking about with Sahni?
Definitely, it's always been a dream. Like, I'm getting tingles and buzzes now about it. We talk about it, and now I've signed with Frank, and now it really becomes realistic. We're getting closer to that dream, and it's going to happen. 100%, it's going to happen. Sonny's destined to become a world champion. I've already become one, and I'm destined to become a 2-weight world champion. And to do it both on the same night, I don't think no British brothers have ever done that. So it'll be history in the making as well.
Have you ever boxed on the same show before, like even like as amateurs?
As an amateur, we boxed, I think, once or twice, maybe. But so it's going to be good because I'm sure that Frank will want us both on the same shows. And it's going to be a great kind of second stage of my career, definitely.
What did Sahni say when you told him the news that, yeah, you've seen the light?
He was buzzing. He was made up. And to be fair, I've seen it for a long time with Sahni and Frank and how he's been treated all the way through. And he's treated him great. He's made him a proper superstar. BT Sport have really pushed him out there as well. And it's really good to see. And Frank does really look after his fighters. So I'm really looking forward to I've seen it firsthand with my brother. And now I'm looking forward to it becoming with me as well.
Before I let you both go, Charlie, you haven't boxed since August last year.
No.
You meant to fight in April, but coronavirus hit. I mean, you look in great shape. You look great. Could you fight tomorrow?
I could fight tomorrow, really. All that the thing is now is I would just have to bring my weight in a little bit. I'm fit. I've been training. I've been running. I've had a home gym. I've got a bag at home. Like I'm really fit, if anything. And I've always lived the life. Like, even when I haven't had fights, like this whole year, I've been in the gym, I've been developing, I've been training, and I've been learning. And this is what I think why when I come back at this new weight, I'm feeling like a lot of people are going to be shocked. People say you're only as good as your last fight, and I was weight drained, and to me, I put in an awful performance. But it just means the only way is up now. New start, new fight fans, BT Sport, Frank Warren, the buzz is back, and I'm really looking forward to getting the ball rolling.
There you go. Frank, any closing comments?
Look, he is a winner. He sounds like a winner, and he's going to win the title again. I'm quite confident of that.
Charlie, final word to you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. This has given me a new lease of life. I'm buzzing. I can't wait to get back. And I'm looking forward to, behind closed doors, if it happens, a British dust-up, and I'm ready to knock someone out.
There you go. All right. Well, thanks for joining me, guys. And Charlie, welcome to the team. And can't wait.
Thank you.
Stay safe and well, Charlie, and all the people listening.
And you,
look
mate.
forward to these fights hopefully starting in July, and we get Charlie will be out, as I say, sometime in August, September. So let's make it happen for everyone.
Let's do this.